Every culture on earth tells stories of monsters, creatures that hunt, demons that deceive, devils that rebel. But none of them are truly feared, because monsters can be fought, demons can be cast out, even the devil can be resisted. But there is one being in sacred history who has never been defeated, never been escaped, and never been named outright. He does not stalk the night. He does not whisper temptation. He does not roar. He simply arrives. And when he does, the story ends. His name is Azrael. The Bible names angels we are meant to trust: Michael the warrior, Gabriel the messenger, Raphael the healer. But there is another angel, mentioned repeatedly, yet never introduced. He appears suddenly, he strikes swiftly, and he vanishes without explanation. In Exodus, he passes through Egypt at midnight. The destroyer struck down the firstborn. Doors were locked. Walls were solid. Blood marked the homes, and still he entered. This was not Satan. The text is clear. Satan accuses, Satan tempts. But this angel executes judgment. In one night, entire bloodlines ended. No warnings, no negotiations, only obedience. The destroyer is not the devil. Christian tradition often blurs the lines between evil and death, but Scripture does not. Satan asks permission to strike Job. Demons beg Jesus not to destroy them. But the angel of death? He never asks humanity. He receives commands from God himself. In 2 Samuel 24, King David orders a census. God is displeased. The result? The Lord sent a plague upon Israel. 70,000 people die. Then David looks up and he sees an angel standing between heaven and earth. Sword drawn, paused mid-judgment. Jerusalem is next. That angel had already killed thousands, and he was not finished. Only when God commands him to stop does the sword lower. This is not rebellion. This is absolute obedience. The rabbinic texts give the angel a name the Bible avoids: Azrael, the angel of death. Jewish mystics describe him as vast beyond human scale, neither cruel nor kind, neither angry nor merciful. He carries a book containing every human name. They say Azrael has thousands of eyes. Each eye represents a living soul. When a person is born, an eye opens. When a person dies, it closes. Some legends say Azrael tastes the soul before removing it. Others say he speaks a single word that freezes the body in place. And even Moses, the man who spoke to God face to face, argued with Azrael when the time came. Moses still died. Why Azrael is more feared than demons? Demons want something from you: your fear, your obedience, your worship. Azrael wants nothing. He does not tempt. He does not deceive. He does not bargain. That is what makes him terrifying. You can fight temptation, you can resist sin, you can flee darkness. But when Azrael arrives, the decision has already been made. Silence. Demons fear judgment. Azrael delivers it. Early Christian writers were careful. Too careful. They avoided naming the angel of death, because naming gives power. In apocryphal texts, Azrael is described as silent, emotionless, unreachable. He cannot be prayed away. He cannot be rebuked. He cannot be delayed. When he appears, the soul already belongs to God. This is why churches preach salvation, not survival, because no prayer delays Azrael. If Azrael feels incomplete in the Bible, it's because his story was never meant to be read there alone. To find him, we must go where most believers are told not to look: into the books that were removed, hidden, buried. The book of Enoch. Enoch names angels and gives them jobs. Angels of fire, angels of the stars, angels of punishment, angels of judgment, and angels over death. The angel of death is described but never named. The one who removes the breath, the one set over departing souls, the one who separates spirit from flesh. Later tradition gives him a name: Azrael. Enoch reveals a terrifying truth. Death is not chaos. Death is organized. The Watchers and the Fall. Some angels rebel. Violence fills the earth. Before the fall, death is limited. After the fall, death becomes systematic. Justice is enforced. An angel is assigned to ensure no soul escapes judgment. Azrael appears not because God is cruel, but because the world is broken. Jubilees rewrites Genesis in terrifying detail. Nothing is random, not birth, not sin, not death. Every life has an appointed time, not fate. A schedule. Angels enforce divine law across time itself, including death. Jubilees never names Azrael, but Jewish tradition fills the silence. Why these books were removed? Because they reveal something dangerous. Death is administered. Early leaders feared humans would obsess over death instead of God. So the names were erased. Only shadows remained. When humans die, they are escorted, not drifting, not sleeping. Escorted by angels to assigned places. Standing at the threshold, the angel of death whisper, "Your time is written." Islam names him openly, Malak al-Maut. To the righteous, he comes gently like removing a garment. To the wicked, violently like tearing the soul through iron hooks. Same angel, same command. Different ending. Some traditions say he commands thousands of angels, each assigned to moments of death. At this very second, someone is meeting him. Why was Azrael's name removed? Because unnamed forces feel closer, more real, more inevitable. Death without a face is easier to accept, but death with an administrator, that is terrifying. In Revelation, death finally receives a symbol, the pale horse, and its rider was named Death. Not Satan, not a demon, death itself. Many believe this is Azrael revealed, no longer hidden, no longer silent. At the end of time, there is no reason to hide death anymore. You will meet him. Azrael does not hate humanity. He does not enjoy endings. He simply fulfills them. Every birth opens an eye, every life sets a timer, and one day, without warning, without explanation, Azrael will stand between breath and silence. And you will not run, you will not fight, you will only go. Demons whisper, Satan lies, but Azrael never speaks, because when he arrives, the story is already over. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Tell us what other biblical mysteries, ancient texts, or spiritual topics you want us to cover next. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay blessed.